Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm talking to you about the hottest comics releasing May 25th, 2022. It is such a big week for me, so I had to condense it a little bit and just do my top 10 picks because I'm getting close to 40 comics this week, so it's quite the haul. But first, I want to thank everybody that participated in my giveaway. I absolutely loved all the comments. I thought they were fantastic. I love hearing from all of you. And congratulations to the winner, Marco Cruz. You are the one that won. I will be in contact with you to see how we can ship out your comic to you, get the address and everything. But thank you everybody for participating. We're going to do more giveaways as I keep growing in subscriptions. So please keep subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. So let's dive into my top 10 picks for the week, starting with number 10, Batman Beyond the White Knight, number 3. I think Sean Murphy's doing a really great job at this, even though he's starting to spoil his own comics. But I'm really loving his version of Batman Beyond. It's interesting because there is a title of Batman Beyond going on right now, and I find them very different. I like both of them. I'm enjoying both of them, but I do find the Sean Murphy one just a little more advanced and a little more, they take the type of Batman Beyond and they like enhance him into this world, and that to me makes that Terry McGinnis just so interesting. So we're really going down to Bruce hunting down Terry and seeing what is actually going on with this new Batman in Neo Gotham. Also, with that cliffhanger at the end of last issue, I mean, we honestly need to know what's going on between Bruce and Harley. So I need more of that information. I need to know about like the kids as well. Are the kids Bruce's or are they still Jack's? Like, I'm just like, man, it has been such a soap opera of a show. So I really like this, and I'm super excited to pick this up. Issue number 3 will make it halfway through, but we're also getting that really dope Red Hood storyline that I can't wait for. So really looking forward to this. On my number 9 spot this week is going to go to Moon Knight number 11. I've said it time and time again. I think Jed MacKay is the new golden child at Marvel Comics. I think he does a great job at everything he writes. I think he really understands the readers and what we really want to see. And this one looks like it's really going to put Moon Knight pitted up against Zodiac, the big bad. And I'm really excited to see what the Fist of Khonshu has in store for us. It also seems like there's going to be this big battle in this, so hopefully we get to see, some Mr. Knight and Moon Knight. Maybe even Hunter's Moon can come into this battle. I'm not too sure, but I think this comic has just been rolling off the tongue for me. I just think every time I read it, I'm always like, oh, I wanted the next one, and I want to read the next one. It's super fast and quick paced too, so like, if you don't have time, it's going to be a faster read. So I really have been enjoying this run of Moon Knight, and I hope it continues to be better. My 8th spot this week is going to go to Punisher number 3. It's written by Jason Aaron, and frankly, the art, Jesus Saez, is killing it. The art is just the perfect balance of kind of realistic looking, but still making that comic book art, and having that gore and bloody and oh man, some of the scenes really make me cringe, so I'm really excited to see how this one unfolds. I really like the main cover of seeing young Frank in the Captain America costume because, back then, I picture Frank really looking up to Captain America and not necessarily him not killing anybody, but like, Captain America was a part of the war and so is Frank, so it makes sense why he would look up to Captain America, and I just think it's going to be really cool to see how Frank Castle's interacting with the Hand, what's going to happen, and maybe he's going to get better using his blades other than his guns. So I'm really excited to see where that leads into. In my 7th spot this week, it's going to be Something's Killing the Children number 23. James Tynion, man, the Eisners got released. We'll be doing a separate video for my Eisner predictions as well. But the Eisners got released, and James Tynion is nominated for so much. I mean, like, as he should, right? He's a great writer. I'm just frankly incredibly surprised on how much he got nominated. So Something's Killing Children is nominated, and like I said, I'll get more into the Eisners in another video, but I'm really excited for the Something's Killing the Children. We're starting to get more new characters. We're starting to figure out more about these monsters and what Erica's plan is. And we're learning more about this girl as well. And it seems like we're going to be finding a new threat for Erica, and it's probably going to be a new monster. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how all this, you know, kind of wraps up the first storyline, how it's like kind of homogeneous. So I really like the idea of it being like a parallel story. Yeah, and like we're gonna see more of Erica's past as well, I'm sure. So I'm really interested, if you're reading House of Slaughter, I'm really interested to see if Erica will end up interacting or somehow crossing paths with Jace, Aaron's love interest. And the reason why I say that is because we know Jace is still alive. We know he's out there saving these kids, doing all this stuff. And I feel like Erica's kind of on a very similar path, so I'm really interested to see if somehow, some way, they are going to cross paths, meet, and know about, you know, Aaron and really talk about him. And that to me will make it so interesting. So I kind of really hope that happens. My sixth spot for this week is going to go to Unnatural Blue Blood #1. This is an Image comic. Now, Unnatural came out prior, a couple years ago, and it was a Mirka and Dolfo story. It was one of my first Mirka and Dolfo introductions. It is about a pig named Leslie and her friends and family, and how her traumatization of loving a different species of animal and that not being accepted. So we are now going back into this world, and we are now going back into Mirka and Dolpha's beautiful mind. And it seems like a few years have passed along since everything, and we're just gonna really see what's working out for Leslie and what's not. And she seems to have formed a brand new family, so hopefully we're gonna see maybe some appearances we saw in the last issue, but a lot of new friendly faces as well. So yeah, it always seems like very peaceful and sexy, but then there's like this darkness to it as well. So I am really looking forward to this. There's a gorgeous Peach Momoko cover as well. It's a 1 in 25. There's a 1 in 50 Virgin as well. And yeah, I honestly can't wait. I think it's going to be a really great coming on point as well. If not, if you really get invested into this world, you could always reread the previous Unnaturals. I think it's about 3 volumes. It's not too much, not too heavy of a read, and it's about 15 issues or so, so you should be able to catch up fairly quickly. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what else she has in store for these characters and how else Leslie is going to experience the world. So really looking forward to that. In my number 5th spot this week, it's going to go to DC vs. Vampires Hunters #1. It's a one-shot to this DC vs. Vampires world. Matthew Rosenberg's going to be writing it, and this one seems to be all about the vampire hunter known as Damian Wayne. That's right, Robin is the ultimate vampire hunter in this world, and I'm really excited to see. I mean, he's the son of Batman. He should be able to just like kill all these vampires and hunt them down. He's also very agile, which I think he can be able to sneak around and make sure nobody hears him. So I really can't wait to see this. I think the DC versus Vampire storyline's been really fun, and knowing like, oh, maybe that person's a vampire, oh, maybe that one's acting kind of strange, you know, I find that really cool. So I like that they're adding this one shot to just give it a little more lore. I love like vampire hunters as well. I think they're very interesting. I mean, like Blade, he's so cool. He's a vampire hunting other vampires, so I can't wait to see what happens in this issue. In my number 4 spot this week, it's going to go to Legion of X #1. This is written by Cy Superior, and it looks like it's another Krakoa comic. It kind of looks a lot like the previous Way of X, I believe it was called. It was the Nightcrawler storyline with Legion in it, and it seems very similar along that line. It looks like Pixie and Juggernaut might be in this issue as well, and it looks like they're hunting for the missing Akari god. The reason why I really have been liking these Nightcrawler storylines is because in the Krakoan world, they kind of have just like, when you die, you just keep coming back. And Nightcrawler is a very spiritual guy. He believes in the Christian God, and he believes going to heaven. So this is very contradictory to him. He is very confused, having the thought of, wow, if I die, I will not go to heaven, but that is my religion. But now I'm just going to get resurrected by my people? Like, it's a very confusing situation, and I find his disbelief of it incredibly interesting. I find him trying to find his place in the world even more interesting. And Legion is just like this OP powerful mutant, and he is even like can't even wrap his head around some of this. So I really am interested to see how this continues out from that storyline. I really enjoyed that one, so I'm going to continue to keep getting this. And I mean, Cy Superior, he's a great writer, so hopefully he just keeps on that going. In my number 3 spot is probably a comic you guys have never heard of. It's called Spectro. It is a one-shot comic, and it's by Aftershock. This is written and drawn by a comic artist that I truly love. His name's Juando, and he's done plenty of things like Dark Arc and Animosity the Rise, Bad Reception, a lot of Aftershock comics, but he also is known for doing a lot of cover art as well. And frankly, he is just so unique to me that every time I see his art, I just instantly like have to have it. He's one of those artists that like really just draws me in. And when he wrote Andrew Bad Reception, it just like blew me away. So I was really happy to see that he is coming out with this one shot. And this one shot seems to be exploring the unnerving spectrum of fear through 4 terrifying short stories. And it's all going to be rooted in a cosmic game of twisted karma and terror. So really looking forward to that. Each story has like a question set up for it. What is at stake when sentient technology manipulates a man with projections of his desired self? And, you know, there's another one. What are the consequences of excommunicating a member of the 9 planets? And yeah, I mean, just like horror anthologies just like really get me going. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're really fun, and honestly, they're kind of a lot memorable to me as well. You can really see how TVs and movies are inspired by these, and I'm just really excited that he's getting more time to shine, and I hope more people pick this up. So I'm letting everybody know about this. It's my number 3 pick of the week, and I really can't wait for this comic. And my number 2 spot is going to go to Saga number 59. If you've been watching my videos, I've been really loving Saga being back. I think Saga is fantastic. And the fact that on this cover is this random fish really gets me questioning why this fish is in here. And I am so intrigued. What is the fish going to do? Why is the fish going to... Is fish going to help Hazel? Are they going to, you know, have something to do with the people hunting down Hazel and her mom? Is it gonna be, you know, I have no idea, but you know, it's the fish and he looks really cool. I have no idea, and I think that's the best part about this comic is I never know what to expect. It's always so surprising every time I read it. There's always that shocking, jaw-dropping moment at the end of it, and I just really like that. So I can't wait. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples, killing the game and killing Saga's storyline. I love it. Now, as for my number 1 pick, it has to go to Department of Truth number 18. James Tynion does it again, and there is no reason why Department of Truth should not be my number 1. It is always surprising me, it's always unique, it's always a new story, and I absolutely love it. Martin Simmons back on art, like I said, so we're really going to dive into more of the actual storyline. Although I love the one-shots of different conspiracy theories, the actual story is what really gets my mind going and thinking of what actually happens in our world, what actually happens in our government. And I'm sure this one will be no different. I mean, this comic's nominated for another Eisner, and it's always a killer choice. It looks like this one's really gonna the Department of Truth's really gonna battle the secret war against its Soviet counterpart, the Ministry of Lies. And we're also gonna see more Cole Turner, and he will have to face the consequences of his predecessors as the dark actions of the past unreal before him. And I'm pretty sure that has something to do with the satanic Starman. So boy, can I not wait for this comic. And not only that, since this comic has returned, it has included a 1 in 25, a 1 in 50, and a gorgeous 1 in 100 Todd McFarlane cover. Wowzers. I mean, I wish I sold that many at my store. Unfortunately, I just don't order enough. I order very few, but you know, I really wish I could order more because I really want this comic out there. I really want this comic to be heard. I want everyone to read this comic. So yeah, I really like this comic. So those are going to be my top picks for May 25th, 2022. But trust me, there are so many more comics, including Amazing Spider-Man and so many others that come out this week. So trust me when I say go to your local comic shop this Wednesday, May 25th, because there's going to be at least something there for you, I promise. And thank you everybody that participated in my last giveaway. We'll be doing another one very shortly. Have a great day.